Ahí va. Caso, we got it now. We got it. Sí, pues ahí tenemos a Tomás Bernal que está subiendo al ring y sabemos que Bernal es de allá de Guerrero y precisamente Guerrero es la palabra warrior en inglés. ¿Y qué nos puedes decir tú, Castle, about this guy?
We're looking at Tomas Bernal versus Brian Battease here for our first bout. That is correct. Brian Battease made a strong showing in his debut last time. He has a very strong amateur background. He represented Hawaii in the Golden Gloves in 2005, 6, and 7. And he's looking, I spoke to him earlier, he said he's going to put on a better showing tonight than he did his last bout.
Y es un problema para Bernal que tiene las últimas 3 peleas perdidas con 3 undefeated. Y aunque es 1-0, sigue siendo un boxeador invicto.
And Jaime, he did mention to us, Tomas Bernal, upcoming into this fight, that he had a little added motivation coming into this fight as he's welcoming a new addition to his family. He's got a daughter on the way, and he feels that this child coming to his family is giving him a little added incentive to just work a little bit harder in the gym and try to get back on the winning track. We want to say hello to our friend Frank Lucas' son. Oh, we see the Bronx Bomber, Alex Ramos, is right there in the front row as well.
Okay, we're going to get ready to send this up to Jake as we await the entrance of Tomas Bernal.
And ladies and gentlemen, making his approach to the ring, please welcome Brian Battease.
And here we got Brian Battease, as Castle Chalice mentioned. Battease has an extensive amateur background. Guys, the way this fight breaks down seems pretty logical to me. We know that Tomas Bernal is going to come forward and pressure Battease, and it's going to be up to Battease really to give him the side-to-side movement, use that lateral movement, and really just kind of play the matador to Bernal's bull, toro. Bernal's corner did tell us, though, that they don't expect to charge right in. They want to take a round and feel this guy out and see if it's best for them to perhaps try to fight on the outside a little bit. We shall see.
Los estilos hacen las peleas, Carlitos.
Now let's take it up to Jake for the official particulars. Let's see.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we bring our first bout of the evening. It is scheduled for 4 rounds in the featherweight division. The 3 judges scoring will be Robert Hoyle, C.J. Ross, and Paul Smith. And a referee in charge of the action is Jay Nady. Introducing first, he'll be fighting out of the red corner. He entered the ring wearing white trunks with black trim, and he weighed in at 126 pounds. His professional record stands at 3 victories, 4 defeats, and 2 draws. Originally from Mexico, he now lives and fights out of Los Angeles, California. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Tomas Bernal. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing the black trunks, and he weighed in at 124 pounds. As a professional, he has 1 bout. He has 1 win and no losses. And he comes to us from Wahiawa, Hawaii. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Brian Battease.
Fíjate que a Battease, como dijo Battease, ya ves que él dijo claramente, sí, vivo en Las Vegas, pero yo soy de Hawái. Quiere que sepa la gente claramente que él es de Hawái. Está orgulloso.
Mucho orgulloso de Hawaii, huh?
One interesting thing that I got from him, Battease had told us before his debut that one of the reasons he had relocated to Las Vegas was to train with better fighters, find himself basically getting better gym work, you know. But he did mention so far it's been somewhat disappointing. He has not gotten the top level sparring that he hoped to get here. He did want to mention he's very thankful to Cesar Grajeda, who was originally scheduled to be on this card, but his fight fell out. But he didn't want to mention that he was very thankful for the work he got with Grajeda.
And here we go, folks. Round 1. Tomas Bernal and Brian Battease, a featherweight bout. Battease weighed in yesterday at 124 pounds and Bernal at 126 pounds. And we see Bernal coming out throwing first with the left hook blocked by Battease. As we discussed earlier before the fight, Battease has a very good amateur background. He seems to be wearing his groin protector a little bit high. Seems to be showing.
Pero miramos que Bernal dio una tremenda pelea a Johnny Taunton, y esperemos que esta también sea otra guerra como esa que miramos la vez pasada a ese joven Bernal, que es de Guerrero. Como dije, Guerrero en inglés es warrior, y él lo demuestra en el ring que sí es un warrior.
Yeah, since we last saw Bernal box Johnny Taunton here last summer, he's been stopped 3 times. Last against Saul Lomas in September. Bad swelling under both his eyes caused the referee to stop the bout, and let's hope that he shows the durability today to go the distance with Brian Battease.
Tiene mala suerte con los que están undefeated, con los invictos, y pues Battease, aunque lleva 1-0, pues de todos modos se considera que todavía está invicto, ¿verdad, Carlos?
Oh, y también está la cuestión, there's also the question that you got a guy that's really got a great amateur background that's learning fundamentals against a guy that's essentially learning those fundamentals as a pro, as he goes. And it makes it hard sometimes for a guy like Bernal when he's in there against a guy that knows all the little fine detail.
Ahorita vemos que Bernal está trabajando el cuerpo muy bien, pero Battease está trabajando la parte alta y Bernal está arrollándolo con todo, tratando de acabarlo de una vez con golpes peligrosos un poquito más abajo del calzoncillo.
And as we see now, Bernal has Battease up against the ropes. He's letting the leather fly. Referee Jane 80 issuing a stern warning to Bernal. They're hearing it from the crowd. They wanted to see Bernal finish what he started there in the corner, and Battease tied up the action for a little bit, and now we're back in the center of the ring.
Well, make no mistake about it, Castle. The fans here don't forget, and they're appreciative of a good effort. And even though Bernal came on the short end of that last time we saw him, they appreciated his effort. They like an underdog here.
Pero tú tenías razón en los calzoncillos porque están un poco arriba y miramos que Bernal pues está pegando en la mera línea.
And we see a nice left hook by Battease, and there another. He's throwing them from interesting angles. He's trying to show Bernal different angles, and now Jay Nady issuing, is it a point? He's already issuing a point, or is that just a warning? It looks like he held off on the point for now. He issued a warning.
I'll tell you what, that one was even less popular than the first one with this crowd.
Agarró con el guante y pegó con el otro.
I'll tell you what, it hit hole and punch or not, the crowd hated the warning. The crowd is, wow.
Now Jay Nady issuing another warning to Bernal to keep his punches up. Again, you're hearing it from the crowd. They want to see these boxers box. Both of them have come ready. And a nice left hand by Bernal as he's really letting his leather fly. And after the bell, Jay Nady jumps in and stops it. And Brian Battease really took some leather to the head in the corner, albeit after the bell rang. Referee Jay Nady going to issue another warning to the corner to watch those punches after the bell.
Lo que pasa es que Bernal no está haciendo caso a lo que el referee le dice, que se pare o que haga esto, que haga el otro, y tiene que hacer caso, si no le van a quitar puntos y hasta puede ser descalificado.
I'm going to tell you right now, he's running the risk of getting himself disqualified in a fight that, quite frankly, he could not have gotten off to a better start in because he made his point. Even though that round could have gone either way, as here we see a replay.
Yeah, and as we see here in the corner now, at the end of the round, Bernal digging a right and left to the body, and Battease throwing a left counter and a right counter. Bernal doing some good head movement, bobbing and weaving as he makes his way in, and Battease just doing what he can to survive.
The one thing Battease does not want to do in this fight is lay against the ropes. He wants to keep moving side to side, and Bernal made his point right there at the end of that round. He needs to stay within the rules, guys. He's giving himself a chance to win this fight, but not if the referee has to intervene every 5 seconds.
Más le vale a Battease que esté bien de buena condición, porque esos golpes que está dando Bernal al cuerpo son un poco peligrosos, que pueden tumbar a cualquiera, sacarle el aire y después pues caer por nocaut.
And what Brian Battease is going to want to do now is go back to the fundamentals. He needs to use that jab more effectively. He's throwing a lead right. He lands it there on the nose of Bernal, but he wants to set up his shots, use the jab. Bernal is coming in a little wild here, as he did in the first round, and he's really pressuring Battease. Battease looks a little shook. He's not really sure how to handle it.
Well, Battease can counter great with his right hand, which he's done a few times. He's countering well.
Yeah, there's a nice counter by Battease.
The one thing is, Bernal does pressure you so much. He sometimes gets up so close to you that he kind of smothers you and doesn't really give you room to punch. And that's some of what Battease is having to combat right now with Bernal.
Yeah.
Es mucha la presión que pone Bernal, aunque tiene un boxeo muy arrebatado, estilo Mayorga, pero sabemos que esos golpes también pueden herir y pueden lastimar y pueden acabar la pelea de un solo golpe.
Y ese es el punto, que está invirtiendo al ataque al cuerpo, y eso eso que necesita a veces para cansar a alguien que esté posiblemente en mejor condición física.
And Battease doing a decent job landing one punch. Really, he's throwing one punch at a time from good angles, and there's Bernal with a nice left hook that catches Battease on the head. But Bernal he seems to be a little reckless here, both in the first round and here in halfway through the second. He wants to try and steady himself and get a game plan to try and to make a showing here against Battease.
Y Bernal sigue pegando
I'll tell you what,
peligrosamente en la línea, en el calzoncillo, que miramos que Battease lo tiene un poco arriba y el referee ya le dio 2 warnings a Bernal y puede ser que le quiten un punto por insistir en golpes bajos.
And Jaime, that's a interesting catch-21 for him because he has to attack the body, Jaime. It's a big part of his game plan. In fact, it's probably the biggest part of his game plan. He obviously doesn't want to incur the warnings again or lose a point. And the referee, I'm sure, is conscious that those trunks are high.
Más le vale porque pues sería una gran desventaja que le quiten un punto cuando los golpes en realidad pueden ser en la línea donde es lo permitido.
And now, as you see, Bernal eating a right to the head. He just keeps coming forward. He's like a Mack truck in there. And there's a strong left hook and another right-left combination followed by Battease. And Battease is very accurate with his punches. You see it. He's not really coming off the jab. He's throwing one punch at a time, but he's very accurate with those punches.
Exactamente, está económico en sus golpes, pero está muy efectivo y está dando 3-4 golpes a la vez y exactamente donde lo está tirando. Y Bernal se mira confuso cuando tiene esta clase de ataque en su contra.
Battease is doing a decent job of rotating to the left and to the right. He's showing some good lateral movement, which is causing Bernal to have to turn and set his feet before he punches, and he's losing a valuable step in having to do so.
Y ya este combate ya en este round ya se vio un poco más parejo porque miramos que ya ambos ya se agarraron el estilo y están dando lo mejor de ellos. Miramos un poco mejor a Battease esta vez, más enfocado en tratar de noquearlo exactamente porque tiró varios golpes como tú estás viendo, Caso.
And here we see a replay as Battease throws a nice right uppercut followed by a left baby hook to the head of Bernal, followed by a nice straight right, and Bernal just keeps coming forward.
Yeah, really, coming to this fight, it was who would execute his game plan best. Battease is playing Matador. The Toro, of course, the bull here is Bernal. Is Bernal going to back him in the corner? Is Battease going to be able to successfully move side to side? In round 2, it seemed like Battease got his lateral movement up and was successful in keeping Bernal for the most part off him. Bernal had his moments, though.
And as round 3 begins, we see some swelling under both eyes of Brian Battease. It's already starting. We talked about a possible swelling under both eyes of Bernal, but it's actually Battease that shows the first signs of some real wear and tear as we make our way into round 3. And now Bernal just coming forward again with a huge right hand up against the ropes. Battista's neck was snapped back. Battease just cannot keep Bernal off. Jay Nady keeping a close watch on the action.
Y tiene mucha suerte Bernal, que en realidad está pegando un poquito más abajo de la línea de lo permitido y creo que el referee Jay Nady quiere ser un poco correcto con él y no lo quiere castigar la pelea tan temprano.
I tell you what, the interesting thing there was though that while they traded punches, but you know we saw that Brian Battista's punches are a little quicker because they're straighter, but Bernal seems to maybe have a little more behind his.
Y los da también acoplados con otro golpe seguido del golpe fuerte que da Bernal.
And now as Bernal has Battease up against the corner right above the commentator's table, he seems to just want to keep him there where he could do some work on the body. Referee Jay Nady going to separate the action. Battease looking a little tired there, trying to catch his breath and maybe even some blood coming from the mouth. 2 strong overhand rights by Battease send Bernal back, and you hear it from the crowd on that.
Eso es lo que me encanta de Battease, que tiene un golpeo exactamente, lo tira y lo pega donde él quiere. Por eso es un golpeo económico, pero efectivo.
And there you see that he follows it up too with great lateral movement afterward. He didn't stick around and catch something in return either. He got his point across and he got out of the range.
And as referee Jay Nady is going to separate the action, they show a little warning to Bernal for using his head. That's just his style. It's the way he comes in, like a Joe Frazier. He's bobbing and weaving as he makes his way in. He's looking to get close to Battease where he could do some work on the body, hopefully up against the ropes. But Battease is just not letting him. He's doing a good job of lateral movement. He's punching and turning to the side. And as I mentioned earlier, Bernal really needs to set his feet when he punches, and by Battease turning him, he's keeping him from really getting a good shot.
Y como decía Carlos, la gran ventaja que tiene que hacer Tomás, el costeñito, tiene que pegar al cuerpo para hacer valer el round, hacer valer sus puntos en esta pelea que pues la vemos un poco pareja, quizás más acertado está Battease, pero ese torito sigue adelante queriendo cornear a su oponente, ¿verdad?
Sí, y notable que Battease con la derechazo que le dio tal el último round ha logrado a calmar un poco el asalte de Tomas Bernal, que sigue adelante ahora, pero a lo mejor en cuarto Es verlo en quinto.
Me encanta ese boxeo elegante que tiene Battease para pelear.
And as we get back to action here in the center of the ring, just a few moments left here in the third round, and both boxers again slugging away. It's really some infighting going on here. And now Bernal has Battease up against the ropes, but not enough time as round 3 comes to a close, and both boxers return to their corner for some final advice.
Y a ver si nos dan la repetición de los mejores golpes de este asalto, y una pelea que estamos viendo en realidad entretenida. La gente pues tiene sus momentos, la gente apoya este boxeo y pues está del agrado del público. Ahí vemos la repetición donde Bernal pues un poco alocado tira golpes por donde quiera, pero no exactamente, a ese sí se lo dio bien puesto, pero pues ahí vemos que Battease pues tratando de defenderse nomás sin mucha ofensa.
And after 3 rounds now, we get ready for the 4th and final round. Carlos, how do you have it after 3?
Well, I got it 29-28 in favor of Battease. I gave round 1 to Bernal based on his late round rally. From round 2 on, it seems like Battease has established himself with his movement, his better boxing skills, good counter boxing ability. There is a couple of times here where you see Bernal is able to successfully back him in a corner, but for the most part, I think the numbers will indicate right now Brian Battease is on his way to victory. It's up to Bernal.
Bueno, eso dices tú. A ver, ahora veremos los jueces que dicen.
Strong, some more economic punching by Battease as both right-left combination land on the head of Bernal, and now Battease goes down to the body, and Bernal with a wild miss. He wants the action brought here. He's asking for it right in the center of the ring, and Battease doing a good job staying on his toes.
Fíjate que Battease tiene un estilo así como los de la UFC, ¿verdad? Y con ese tatuaje, pues él encajaría.
Right hand by Bernal snaps the head back of Battease. You hear it from the crowd. Bernal knows, as Jaime said, or rather Carlos, that he's probably down by a round going into this final round, and Bernal wants to finish this one in style.
He's trying to get his opponent to fight him because he wants the action right now. He wants to trade.
He does. He seems a little frustrated, Carlos. You're right that Battise's lateral movement and quick feet have been able to save the day for him so far.
Ha sido más inteligente en realidad, Battease ha sido más inteligente. A mí me encanta ese estilo que tiene elegante para pelear, y como dije hace un momento, él tiene un estilo así pues amateur, pero en realidad va a ser un gran boxeador si sigue con este mismo con esa misma modo de pelear, ¿verdad?
One thing that I've noticed about Battease too is he often launches his jab right as Bernal's about to launch his first punch. Sort of beats him to the punch and throws his entire combination off after that.
Yeah, and that's because Battease is so quick with his punches, and Bernal really needs to steady his feet. Battease seems to be able to throw while he's moving. Bernal needs to really have his feet planted, and you could see the fatigue setting in on Tomas Bernal here as we reach the halfway point of the 4th round.
Y sin duda Battease está agarrando muchos fanáticos aquí en el Orleans Casino, y sin duda el promotor Fran Luca lo pondrá en otros eventos porque queremos que sí da un buen espectáculo, y la gente, el público aquí en Las Vegas goza de esta clase de espectáculos que da Battease, ¿verdad?
La gente aquí no se olvidan, lo dijimos antes de Tomas Bernal, lo podemos decir de Brian Battease también. Tendrá su fanaticada si sigue aquí con Crown Boxing.
Nice straight left jab by Bernal sends back the neck of Battease, and referee Jane Aid is going to separate it. We're coming up towards the closing moments of the 4th and final round, and Battease feeling like he's ahead. He's trying to keep his distance, but there he lunges with a right hand, and you hear it from the crowd.
Más creo yo que es estrategia más bien de Battease de alejarse y de repente pegar primero para que no darle nada de chance a Bernal, que le siga tirando esos bombazos por el peligro de que lo pueda lastimar de uno de esos golpes que tira.
Yeah, there's a strategy to that Castle where he lulls him in a false sense of security and launches one right when he least expects it, right in the middle of a step or something, and he catches him with it often. It's an advantage of having a quicker hand.
Yeah, and there's another late puncher after the bell. Battease took a moment to think about retaliating, but again, it was just an afterthought as the bout is over, and both boxers here, a strong round of applause from the sold-out capacity crowd here at the Orleans Hotel.
Y ellos, como buenos deportistas, también se dan un abrazo, deseándose la suerte para los dos. Y ahora vamos a ver qué dicen los jueces, ¿verdad? Castle,
you said it, sold out crowd. I wanted to definitely bring that up. We have a packed house today.
Ahí vemos
not
la
a ticket
repetición.
anywhere. Here we see a replay, Castle. Well, not much of one there. really, that last round, we saw more of the same, though. Brian Battease worked the jab, he worked the angles. Tomas Bernal landed some good shots. He was the aggressor, but Brian Battease should cruise to victory here. He looked, and I'm sorry, there you see the right hand by Bernal.
I gotta say, Bernal really impressed me tonight. You know, this fight would have been better off if it was a 6-round bout. I really believe that these boxers were both starting to get warmed up. Battease came out strong. Bernal came out like a lion and just didn't really let up for 4 rounds. By around the 3rd round, he realized he didn't really have a way to catch this fast and elusive Brian Battease. And I agree with you, Carlos. I think it was going to be close. I think I have it 3 rounds to 1. I think the judges probably saw enough to give 1 round to Bernal. And we're going to send it up and hear the official from Jake Gutierrez.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of featherweight action, we go to the scorecards. Judge Robert Hoyle scored this bout 40-36. Judge C.J. Ross scored it 39-37. And Judge Paul Smith also scored it 39-37. All for the winner by unanimous decision, Brian Battease.
And you hear a crowd of some mixed emotions out there. I'm not really sure if they feel it was a bad decision, but I definitely think the judges had it right. 3 rounds to 1, Brian Battease. He came out strong, he finished strong. This is his 2nd bout as a professional, his 2nd win. He's going to be back here again, I'm sure, as Frank Luca knows the type of fighter that Brian Battease is going to become.
Para nosotros fue un veredicto justo, ya que estamos aquí, estuvimos analizando y todos tuvimos más o menos el mismo veredicto de que pues Battease fue un poco mejor, más ordenado en su golpeo.
39-37 was the scorecard that all 3 of us had here ringside as well. Some of those rounds were tough. I mean, Bernal was the aggressor, and some of the fans really loved the aggressor. We obviously know that there's a lot of the Hispanic crowds out here, and you see the crowd acknowledging the effort of Tomas Bernal, who primes the corner, and you know, rightfully so. Here's a guy that's come here twice and put up a great show each time. We keep saying it, Jaime, the fans here, they don't forget. They remember when a guy puts on a good performance, and I think we might see more Tomas Bernal as well here.
Y sigue la maldición para Tomas Bernal que...
That's right, and we're going to send it up to Jake Gutierrez as there's a number